Hello friends, how are you? Today's second video is based on Coulomb's law. As you know that Coulomb's law is a quantitative statement about the force between 2 point charges, and its statement is electrostatic force, or also known as Coulombian force between 2 point charges, is directly proportional to the product of the magnitude of the two charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Coulomb's law, generally we can write by using this equation F equal to K Q1 Q2 upon R square. Here F, as you know that it is a electrostatic force. Force means it's a vector quantity. It has a magnitude as well as it has a direction. And if we see, if over here we have a pen, and simply if I apply a force in this direction, so we can easily predict in which direction this pen is moving. It means what? It has a direction. So based on this assumption, we have next theory, and that next theory we have Coulomb's law in vector form. So let us see its diagram first. Over here we have a diagram. See, we have a xy plane, and in xy plane I mentioned the two charges. First charge q1, which is present over here, and the charge q2 is present over here. R1 be the position vector of q1 charge, and R2 be the position vector of charge number 2. O be the origin of Cartesian coordinate system. Now how to write this, how to narrate this diagram, that let us see first. So over here we have, as shown in figure, let R1 and R2 be the position vector of charges q1 and q2 respectively in a Cartesian coordinate system. According to Coulomb's law, the force acting on charge q1 due to q2 is, so let us again see the diagram over here. As per the our statement, charge q2 exerts a force on charge q1. So here we have arrow, second one exerts a force on q1. Okay, so here arrow mentions the direction of force. So over here we have to write F12 means charge q2 exerts a force on q1. So F12 we have to mention over here, as well as we have to find out the distance between q2 to q1. By using triangle law of vector addition, we can easily find this answer, and here I mention in terms of r vector r12. Okay, now as per this definition and equation of Coulomb's law, we can write this equation like this: F12 equal to K Q1 Q2 upon R12 square into R12 cap. Here R12 be the distance. Remember, R12 be the distance between two charges Q2 and Q1, as well as Q2 to Q1, that we can mention like this: R12 vector R12 equal to vector R1 minus vector R2, and this R12 cap, that is known as unit vector. So as we know the definition of unit vector, vector r upon magnitude of r. So over here we have a distance r1, vector r1 minus vector r2 divided by its magnitude, vector r1 minus vector r2. These two values means this value and this value we have to put in this equation over here and over here, this one and this one. Okay, so by inserting these two value, we have another answer, which is we have force F12 equal to K into Q1 Q2 upon R1 minus R2 whole square. Here magnitude is compulsory, into the value of unit vector, which is only difference R1 vector R1 minus vector R2, that we are putting in bracket, divided by magnitude in magnitude vector R1 minus vector R2. Now see, over here we have a square and over here we have a single, so that we can add it. So over here next step is equal to Q1 Q2 upon R1 minus R2 cube into R1 minus R2. Okay, so this is known as Coulombian force in terms of vector format. Okay, in terms of vector format, remember this equation is very useful for numerical purpose. Okay, now we can go for another way also. If see what written over here, the Coulombian force on charge q1 due to charge q2 can be replaced by 1 and 2. Means if we reverse the situation, it means what? It means what? Charge q1 exerts a force on q2. In that case, here we have to write F21. Okay, remember F21, and simply we have to replace the value force F21 equal to K q1 q2. Over here no matter, because it's in multiplication form, but here we have a difference. Over here we have R21 square into R21 cap. By replacing the value of R12 square and R12, here we have K q1 q2 upon R2 minus R1 whole cube into R2 minus R1. You just see the previous equation. Over here we have 1 minus 2, and here we have 2 minus 1. So this is simple difference. So this is simply opposite to first one. Okay, so here we can write that force F12 equal to minus force F21. Thus we can say that Coulomb's law agrees with the Newton's third law of motion. Okay, so this is very important theory. All students, please pay attention on this theory carefully. Thank you very much for today. This is end of the video.